Welcome back to Beyond the Game here at Capers Athletics, and we're rolling again this week. And before we head to Newfoundland with the soccer teams, we've got the last of the Beatles from Liverpool. Zak Riley, the man, the myth, the legend. Welcome, Zak.
Thanks for having me, Doug.
Zak, you came to us 3 years ago. I believe this is your third season in Cape Breton.
Yeah, third, yeah.
Another guy that stepped right in, never missed a beat, started every game since day one, and I guess first off, give us a little bit of background. How did you come to Cape Breton?
Well, remember Adam knew Mark and Jordan, and then basically I was with Adam in Montreal coaching, and Adam found out about the opportunity, so we both spoke to Robbie and sent him some footage and stuff, and asked him could we maybe attend CBU, and he just got back to us and said yeah.
Worked out okay for you? Everything's going well?
Yeah, I was very lucky in the end.
This will be your final year, I believe, with us.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, a big season for you guys. I talked about this with Mark last week. I mean, you want to kind of get that elusive banner. Is that kind of the goal heading into the season? And I mean, we're almost at the midway point now.
Yeah, like every year we've made like the finals now, well, AUS finals or semi-final. First year, we were very unlucky maybe to not win that game. Then last year too, we were unlucky. We beat UPI, and then when we played UNB, it always seems to be UNB, but I don't know why. Well, hopefully this year, and hopefully maybe nationals, because we've got a really good side, so we just need to kick on now and hopefully get there.
Now, you guys had a great start to the season, jumped out of the gates. The last two games, scoreless draws, St. FX and Acadia. Just making some adjustments in how you're doing things, or is that the way the teams are going to play, you think?
I think after the first 4 games, when you go and score 19 goals, everyone's must be like terrifying because thinking, oh no, what's going to happen here? So I think everyone just wants to sit back now. I don't think Acadia even had 1 shot on net. So, and X never really had many chances. It was just all us. So basically, it's good for us though, because at this time of the season to go through some adversity, like instead of going right through the season, you'd rather this dry patch happen now instead of when we get to AUS.
I mentioned you started since you came.
Yeah.
You played every game. You're an AUS Second Team All-Star. Your first 2 seasons as a defender. You're pretty steady back there. You know, you've made an impact. You don't always, you know, you're not going to stand out on the score sheet per se, but you've been a big player back there on the D. How's that been for you? I mean, is that something that, you know, everything just works well across that line? Because you've had some new faces come and join you over the years. Yeah,
that's I don't know. It just seems to everybody seems to fit in. Like when we first come to training, obviously the first couple of weeks it's hard to get to know each other, and sometimes we might clash with personalities and stuff, but once we find out how each other play and the best way to play, because we always have the same style, try and pass it out from the back, pass the ball, get the midfielders on the ball, maybe the strikers, try and get the strikers in behind, so we always have the same way to play. It's just basically getting to know each other and getting to know each other how we play.
How's the language barrier?
Not everybody understands me. That's the only problem. So.
Well, we've had Shona from Japan, and we've got Joel from Germany, and Brandon from South Africa. I mean, we're pretty diverse, pretty international team. You may be the thickest sometimes, though, when it comes to everyday conversation.
A lot of people say that when I think I've slowed down a lot since I first came, but not everybody agrees with me.
Where I notice it more is on the pitch.
Yeah.
When you kind of get worked up and get the emotion going, I don't have a clue what you're telling your teammates. Do you ever get a look on the field like, what the hell did he just say to me?
Most of the time, I think they just nod at me now. Just nod at me to say like, yeah, okay.
Now, when we had Mark in, we were talking about, you're both from Liverpool, but I guess you're from different districts in Liverpool, and he's waving the Everton banner, and you're a Liverpool boy through and through. Any battles yet this year? The game's coming up. You got any bets going on that, or how's the emotions in the apartment? It's
been okay, to be fair. Like last night, Everton played against West Brom, and they were getting beat 2-0. So I started giving them a little bit of stick to him, and then all of a sudden, but we checked at the end and Everton won 3-2, so he gave it to me straight back. But this weekend is the derby, so when we're over in Newfoundland, hopefully we'll be able to catch the game before we play, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of banter and everything going around then.
When's the derby? When's that on? Saturday or Sunday?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I'm just trying to figure out if you'll be able to find a place to find it. And I'm going to keep an eye on Twitter and all that stuff to see if there's any jabs going back and forth then.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be.
Heading to Newfoundland, I mean, big games for you guys. You know, you're sitting in prime spot in the standings. What are you looking for going over to Newfoundland? Those are going to be tough games.
Yeah, going to Newfoundland's never easy, but like they've picked up some good results. They've played 3 games this weekend. They've picked up some good results. It's not that we're playing bad, but we just haven't found the net. So hopefully, the first thing is to go over, keep playing the way we're playing. Let's not get frustrated and hopefully score some goals. We missed a great opportunity to possibly go first in the country on the weekend because we didn't beat Acadia, but it's not the end of the world. I'm sure hopefully we'll get that chance again, and we've just got to try and score our chances now because we are creating chances, and although we're having lots of shots too, we're maybe not hitting the target enough, so we have to do that more, keep defending as we are, make sure we're all concentrating and just keep going, and I'm sure the goals will come back.
A wiser man than me once said that the championships aren't won in September, they're won in November. No. So, I mean, you got lots of time to go there.
Yeah, so the main thing is, like, the standings are good and stuff, but it doesn't really matter until you're at the finals. Like, you can play 13 games, 12 games, and if you win them all, it's great because you get into the playoff position where you can just play 2 games. Obviously, you want to finish first and second, but all that matters is them games in the playoffs to get that banner, which obviously my last year, Mark's last year, Sandro's, a few guys our last years, we really want that now.
Now, Zach, we asked this to everybody, and your roommate and your fellow Liverpudlian, is that what we go with?
Liverpudlian, that's it, yeah.
I pulled that one out of somewhere. I'm not sure where I got that nugget of knowledge. Yeah, don't start talking fast because you think I know the language now. He's a big Entourage fan, and we've had a few different things. So, you know, I've known Zach pretty well for 3 years, and you've done some work with us here in athletics too, and you've been a great friend to Capers Athletics. What don't we know about Zak Riley?
One thing you don't know about me, Doug, is that I really do enjoy watching a good romantic film. So the likes of Dirty Dancing, The Notebook, and The Vow, I don't know what it is, but every time they're on, I'll just watch them. I have actually been called Patrick Swayze before.
Yeah, I can see the resemblance there.
Yeah, I've actually been called Patrick Swayze.
So you love yourself some romantic films.
A romantic film, I don't mind it. When it's raining outside.
If you throw that up on the DVD on the bus on the road trips, do you get any grief from the boys? Or they're not letting you pick the movies on the road?
I just throw it on my iPad instead.
Zach, best of luck this weekend and the rest of the season. Thanks for joining us on Beyond the Game. We'll see you next week.